I'm a fan of training legs crazy, go hard, but not all the time. This is not safe, especially when you're this close to Olympia, less than 2 weeks out. You're banging this type of weight, especially for legs, bro. Your leg is not gonna grow anymore. You just have less than 2 weeks to Olympia. All this, you don't need it. You already have the density. The only thing that heavyweight is for the density. Hadi is known for density. You don't need all of this weight. 4 plates, 3 plate and a half is good. Just pump that shit out. That is all you need. To be honest with you, I just feel like this is just show off. Honestly, because this is how people get injured. Imagine him tearing his quad or something happened because his joints is dried, his body is freaking dried, and you being under this weight. I didn't, honestly, Andy Rambert should like, hey, dude, slow down. Like you're this close to Olympia. You're ready. You don't, 2 weeks or a week and a half is not gonna get you ready. You have to be ready before you get to these days out to Olympia. I know personally, I just think this is a very reckless move. Yeah, you just because you're a veteran, just because you win Olympia, that doesn't mean you don't make mistakes. You don't do what people should, constructively criticize you about. Personally, I think that this guy missed his mark. I think we see more of social media posts. He looked better in social media than in person. Those lines in his legs, those fullness, for some reason he's not there. He wasn't conditioned. Honestly, he wasn't. I think, him not suffering too much, try to lose weight, he will bring the condition because he's not trying to suck down to make weight. But one thing about French is they're going to support their own. But I said this, I hope this dude don't turn out to be, Lion Bayeke because he has the same body, the physique, the look, the everything, but he never ever fulfill his potential. Why? I don't know. I just hope that he don't have William Bayeke syndrome of not coming condition. If you move to open to be able to compete, you should be able to bring it. Yeah, I think Beastwood need to shut it down for the year. I think this is the 5th show for the year. Second, right? So I think he has done a lot this year. He's put himself in different stage, different continents. And I think it's time to shut it down because his body is not getting better. His body is like, hey, enough is enough. I'm tired. You put me on this strict diet for months and months and months. Bro, chill out. I think his body is screaming like it's time to, call it quit for the season and get ready for next year. I really admire this dude, what he did this year. He never stopped. He just keep going and going and going and going. Yeah, there's sure he should have won. Yeah, for sure. There's at least that 5 show he did. There are some show he should have won, but I don't want to go into that. But I think that his condition wasn't as great as it was in Temper and in Texas. I think his condition in Italy was a little bit better than what he had right here. I think he tried to be full a little bit. I think that lines is not there. He's look flat for some reasons, like his body, his muscle is not pumping like it should. That there's not, for some reason, like when I look at it, it seems like there's something missing. To be honest with you, the guy that won, I don't know what, he's just dried, is it? It's just the dryness, but his structure is a little bit weird. Excuse me, I don't know, but he won. I just feel like in bodybuilding, I just feel it's high time that the judges, kind of change a little bit. I think it would be better if we seen as bodybuilder being part of the judges, like Sean Ray, Dennis James, Chris Cormier. We need to be putting these guys in the table of these judges because they really know what they're looking at. To be honest with you, some of these dude, I don't know. It's just like some shows you don't just know what to make of it. the placing is all over the place, and you just wondering like what is going on here. Even a person that don't really have a bodybuilding knowledge can tell the difference. Like, hey man, what is going on here? So I feel like Steve Weinberger need to sit some of these judges down, and I think the judges have to be having some classes and seminars for them to really know what they're looking at and what they're looking for in the structure in every division. I just think is very, very important in bodybuilding, because bodybuilding just gets into that stage whereby some of these judges need to be held accountable and, be going through, taking some classes and some set programs to really know what they're looking at. It's not all judges that really know what they're looking at. It's true, it's not all of them. Some of them know what they're looking at. They don't have to look at you twice. They look at you once, they know what they're looking at. Some don't. That's why I think that it's very essential to have some of these as bodybuilder as some of the judges. For those that want to be a judge, I think it's very, very essential. I think it doesn't make sense for people that's never really done bodybuilding to an extent to be a judge, because it's hard for you to judge. We understand bodybuilding is a subjective sport, but it's more easier when somebody that have done it is looking at you. So even, on Instagram, Stephane looks so big, but when he's standing next to these guys, they just dwarf him. I don't mean in height, in muscle. But when you see his Instagram post, it's like, oh my God, this dude is like 300 pounds. Like he still look like classic dude. Is he like, did he over diet? Did you overdid everything trying to make weight? What was it? Can somebody tell me in the comment section below what you guys think went wrong with him? Because he was that dude. Everybody was like, to see if he can do exact same thing that Earth did, or, come close. But I think this wasn't really, the outcome a lot of us hope for, the outcome he hoped for. This guy was dried. I think he deserved the win, because all the guys that was with him, nobody really pushed him. But it's open bodybuilding. It's all about size and condition. So if you have the size, you don't have the condition, it is like, what is it? You don't expect them to give you the title. So for me, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think that Stephane need to take 2 years off and just, concentrate on growing and trying to fill out his muscle? He has a frame, but he needs those muscle size. He needs to fill out to compete with these guys at the top. My question is, do we get to see these guys? What I mean by that is, do we get to see this same lineup repeat itself this year? Do you guys think that Nick is going to push somebody out of this top three and inside himself? Or do you think that Nick can dethrone these three guys and win the title? If you think so, let me know in the comment section below. But personally, I don't think that is possible. I'm a fan of Nick. I think I like his work ethic, but it's just the card he's dealt with. Meaning his structure is going to hold him back against these guys. These guys are just too good in terms of structure and stuff like that. You can have all the size. I understand that it's open bodybuilding. You need the size, but at the same time, you need the structure to compete, especially when you're competing with the guys that have a better structure than you. When you look at Samson, I think Samson is going to repeat. And I think Samson is going to repeat, but this is my prediction. I think Samson is going to win. And this is my early prediction. I think Samson is going to win. I think Hadi is going to be second. I think Derek is going to be, Nick is going to be third. And I think Derek is going to be fourth. And fifth, Andrew. Sixth, I'm throwing between Martin Facewater and Good Vito. So that's just my temporary prediction for now. I'm gonna do a full blown out prediction for next week for Olympia. And guys, let me know what you guys think. If you guys think we're gonna see this same lineup this year, like last year, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys think that Samson is gonna win, retain his title, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys think that Hadi is gonna win, but for me, I don't know. I think Hadi have a lot of discrepancy that might not help him to retain that, to, reclaim that title. Because these are three Mr. Olympia. They all won it already. But same Samson is the still current Mr. Olympia. Can he retain his title, knowing that he lost to Derek in Annual Classic this year? But I don't think Derek will bring enough to beat Samson in Olympia or being able to beat Hattie, except Hattie come in with a lot of discrepancy. Like he always, managed to bypass on stage and place higher and win the title. I don't think we're going to see the best version of Hattie this year, because I say that I don't hate him. I love them, but I just think like he's playing the size game with these guys, and his frame is not going to be enough to put on the size. It's just like what happened to one of my favorite bodybuilder, which is William Bonark, right? William, 217, 215, 218. That William was at the top. If he didn't have that hernia surgery in 2019 that Brandy Curry won, he would have been Mr. Olympia in 2019. So with that being said, folks, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I just want to say thanks to those of you that have been subscribing. Thank to those of you that haven't subscribed or watched. Please, YouTube is telling me like, and a lot of people still watch my video and it's not allowing you to subscribe. Please, subscription is free. Please subscribe, turn on your notification button so that whenever I post, you guys get to see what I post and we get to talk about, your opinion, my opinion, and stuff like that in the comment section below. Because I'm one of those guys that engage with my subscribers in the comment section below, right? I don't just see and just say, like it and don't reply, So for me, like I always say, I'm a professional bodybuilder myself, so I know what going into this sports. It's not just, I'm not one of those YouTubers that just talk about bodybuilding that don't know shit or 2 cents about bodybuilding. Like I said, I'm a classic physique bodybuilder, probably thinking maybe I'm move to 212 soon. But these guys are the top of the top. These guys are the pinnacle of bodybuilding, because Mr. Olympia is at the pinnacle of bodybuilding. These guys are champion and they etch their name in the history of Olympia already. In William County, guys as Mr. Olympians, these two guys' name is forever engraved in the history of bodybuilding as Mr. Olympians. Even when they were all dead and gone, they're still gonna be in the list. When the names of Mr. Past Olympia, current Olympians were mentioned, they will be there. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Peace. I'm out.